In the break, I was trying to get Mike going, Mike Eppel, to cheer that it's Friday. But then he just said, I still got a lot of work to do, Mel. A lot of work. That's okay.
Yeah.
Weekend's almost here.
That's true. It is a long weekend, except in the United States where it's not. So guess who's working on Monday?
That
This
guy
guy
right there. Yeah,
That's
sorry
right.
about that.
Markets never sleep, apparently, and we can't coordinate our holidays with them. So
Sorry.
there you are.
Sorry.
And that's okay.
We should
That's
remind our
okay.
viewers, I don't know if you knew this, we don't have a show on Monday. You knew that, right?
I was speculating as such.
Okay, sorry. Breaking news. There it is. Sorry about that. Oh, boy. Okay, you are watching Amazon
Yes.
today. Yeah.
Yeah, look, this is a company that has grown by leaps and bounds over the pandemic. E-commerce has been all the rage, but guess what? People are actually going out and shopping in stores a little bit more. And Amazon's maybe going to see a slowdown. It is a massive company. It's, brought in $113 billion in sales in the second quarter alone, makes lots of money, and is one of now the world's largest employers when you look at all of the Amazon fulfillment centers that have been going up, and there's still more to come. But like everything, it's, going to see a shift as the, more normal commerce trends resume. So it might see a bit of a slowdown. So because of that, the market is taking it down this morning by about 7%. It's pretty significant. But, of course, it's been hitting record highs, as all of its competitors and other big names in the tech space have seen. So an adjustment, I think we'll call it at this point. Amazon's not just about e-commerce. It's about web services, cloud computing, which is a massive part of the business now. So it's got a whole bunch of other things that it does. But, a little bit of a cooling for Amazon. Failing to deliver, okay, maybe I could use that cliche, but I won't.
Okay, so that's cooling, but what's heating up? This battle between a Marvel character and Disney. All right, let's explain.
Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney for breach of contract over the release of Black Widow, because what they did was they released it theatrically and also on Disney Plus streaming on the same day. Johansson says that is in breach of her contract because her compensation is based on box office receipts and not specifically to do with the streaming platform. Now, Disney actually says there is no merit to this, and they actually had some fairly harsh words for Scarlett Johansson in their pushback against this, because it could cost them some money. But she's already making about something like $20 million, and it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, because this is the new scenario for the movie industry, right, Melanie?
Yes.
We've seen this where you've got prior to the reopening of theaters, they were just putting out stuff on digital streaming, so contracts might have to be reworked. I don't understand why this wasn't worked out before all this. Somebody had to knew this was coming, but nevertheless.
That's a very good question, Mike.
Yeah, right? Like, really? You didn't see that? Really? Okay, well, you're fighting against a superhero here, so
exactly.
Good luck.
Not sure you want to take that one on. This is
and
interesting.
why she wouldn't get a percentage? Why she wouldn't get a percentage of the
streaming,
regardless of how it's released, right?
Yes.
Even do people buy DVDs anyway?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Does anyone? No. No. Julian over here.
Probably
he's
not.
floor directing. Saying,
Probably not.
No one buys.
I have a whole
DVDs
wall
anymore.
of them over here, but yeah, you don't watch them too often.
They're now collector's items, Mike.
That's right.
Inflation. So talking about the long-term, short-term, maybe not so short-term as we thought.
Well, look, we just had an op-ed from Bank of Canada Governor Tiff Macklem just yesterday saying, don't worry about the cost of living. Everything will settle down. The central banks don't have to be reactionary and raise interest rates. And then you actually hear from companies like Nestle's, one of the world's biggest consumer product companies, Unilever's another one, saying, yeah, we're seeing higher transportation costs, higher raw material costs. A lot of products are made with soy, for example. And guess what? The price for soybeans has hit a record high this year. That's going to be passed along to consumers, if not already, to come. So this whole idea of inflation being a transitory kind of thing, that might not be the actual end result. And consumers are going to probably feel it in the second half of the year, is what some of these big companies are warning right now. So central banks are probably going to have to react and adjust. Just this past inflation report that we got this week, Melanie, had a new calculation that brought into effect housing prices. Wow, that's a thing that's gone up in price.
Just
really? You hadn't tabulated? Again, raising a lot of questions about why these things hadn't been done in advance of things. But anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, things have gotten more expensive. We can feel it. And yet the central banks are saying they don't want to raise interest rates. And there's a reason for that, because if they do, guess who has to pay more? Governments, for all of the money they borrow. There's a little bit of a push-pull there.
I hear you, Mike. Okay, listen, you
Yep.
have yourself a wonderful Friday. I know it's not going to be
Thank
a
you.
long weekend for you, but I hope you have
That's
a great
okay.
weekend.
I will do that.
Okay.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. We'll talk to you Tuesday. Take care.
See you later.